A bullied kid is offered a program to stop time by the school's most popular girl. The catch? He has to fight in a secret virtual war where losing once means losing the power and his new life forever. This is the core premise of Accel World. The year is 2046, and augmented reality is everything. A secret program called Brain Burst lets users accelerate their brainwaves 1,000 times, effectively freezing the world around them. But this power costs points, earned only by fighting other users in a full-dive virtual reality game. Our hero, Haruyuki Arita, is at the bottom of the social ladder, until the beautiful Kuroyukihime invites him into this hidden world. It's a brilliant setup, mixing high-stakes action with real-world consequences. Let's be honest, Haruyuki is a tough protagonist to love, especially at first. He embodies the early 2010s trope of the self-pitying, powerless male lead to an extreme degree. His constant apologies and lack of confidence can be genuinely grating. I found myself wanting to shake him through the screen. The show asks you to invest in a character who initially refuses to invest in himself. This is, without a doubt, the single biggest hurdle for new viewers, and the reason many people drop the series. Thankfully, the show gives us Kuroyukihime, and she is magnificent. She's the complete opposite of Haruyuki. Confident, intelligent, powerful, and driven by a mysterious past. She isn't just a love interest, she is the entire engine of the plot. Her belief in Haru is the catalyst for his growth, but she has her own compelling goals and vulnerabilities. Her dual avatar, Black Lotus, is one of the coolest designs in the genre. Honestly, Kuroyukihime is the main reason to watch Accel World. She carries the show entirely on her shoulders. The world building around Brain Burst is where the series truly shines for me. The rules are intricate and fascinating. The idea of using points for real-world acceleration, the different avatar types reflecting a user's psyche, and the high-stakes risk of game over create genuine tension. I love the concept of the neutral, unfiltered field, where players can battle for hours in a post-apocalyptic version of the real world. It's a system that feels well thought out, creating a believable foundation for all the spectacular fights to come. And those fights are spectacular. The animation quality for the action sequences holds up remarkably well. When Haruyuki becomes Silver Crow, the first and only avatar capable of true flight, the show conveys that sense of speed and freedom perfectly. The camera work is dynamic, the special effects are flashy, and each battle feels unique due to the varied avatar abilities. The early duels against rivals like Ash Roller and Cyan Pile are highlights, showcasing the creativity of the combat system and giving us some truly memorable moments. The show's first major arc, dealing with Haruyuki's best friend Takamu, is its strongest. It's a classic story of jealousy, betrayal, and redemption. Takamu, feeling left behind by Haru's newfound power and confidence, becomes an antagonist driven by his own insecurities. Their conflict feels personal and has real emotional weight. This is where Haruyuki finally starts to grow a spine, forced to fight for something other than himself. It's a well-executed plotline that properly establishes the emotional stakes of the Brainburst world for our main cast. However, after that strong start, the pacing begins to stumble. The focus shifts away from the central goal of reaching level 10 to deal with smaller, less interesting side stories. The introduction of the fourth main character, Chiyuri, and her bizarre cat healer avatar feels like a distraction. This whole section of the show slows the momentum considerably, and frankly, I found myself getting bored. It trades the high-stakes tension of the early episodes for school-life drama that just isn't as compelling as the core premise of the series. The story thankfully recovers with its darkest and most controversial arc, featuring the villain Nomi Seiji. This guy is pure evil. He isn't just a rival, he's a psychological predator who blackmails and torments Haruyuki in the real world and steals his wings in the virtual one. This arc is genuinely hard to watch. It pushes Haruyuki to his absolute breaking point, forcing him to confront his deepest fears of powerlessness. It's effective and creates a truly hateable villain, but the sheer misery might be too much for some viewers. And then it just stops. This is the biggest problem with Accel World. The anime only adapts the first few light novels, leaving the story completely unfinished. We never learn the true origin of Brainburst. We only meet a couple of the other 6 faction kings. Kuroyukihime's ultimate goal to meet the game's creator is left hanging. It feels like watching the first season of a show that gets canceled on a massive cliffhanger. It's deeply unsatisfying and makes a full recommendation incredibly difficult. So, is Accel World worth watching today? It's a complicated maybe. It's a fascinating time capsule of a specific era of anime with a brilliant world and some incredible action. Kuroyukihime is an all-time great character, but you have to tolerate a frustrating protagonist and accept that you're only getting a fraction of the story. I'd say watch it if you love the virtual world genre and want to see one of its most creative takes, but go in with your expectations managed. It's a flawed, unfinished gem. And that's my take on Accel World. It's a show that I have a real love-hate relationship with. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please drop a like and subscribe to Top Screen Tales. What classic or forgotten anime should I take a look at next? Let me know in the comments below.